Okay, so before we do one of these, make sure your calculator is open. All right, and I would also make sure it's in degree mode. It should be in degree mode, but just make sure. All right, so we're good there. So what I'm going to look for whenever I do a law of sines problem is I'm going to look for sides and angles that are opposite from each other. All right, so this angle right here and this side right here are opposite from each other. And then I know I got a number on this side right here, and then that angle is the one that's opposite it. So those are the things that are going to pair up. This has a picture with it. If it doesn't, you'll have to draw it. Let's not worry about these three significant figures right now. I'll talk about it a little, but we're going to stress out more about that. Not stress out because it's not hard, but we're going to worry about that in our answers when we get to the next unit. All right. So the formula is side over sine of angle opposite equals side over sine of the angle opposite it. You can put side 1, side 2. Just know that it's side over an angle. These are going to be the yellow ones. These are going to be the blue ones. It does not matter which order they go in. And then I just plug in the numbers that I know and throw an X in the thing that I don't know. So it's going to be, let's go 15, because that's the yellow side, over sine of 125 equals, side is 6.5 over sine of X. All right, now I would encourage you to put an X in the diagram so we know what we're looking for. And now we just cross multiply and make sure everything lines up. I'm going to write everything out so that I can do one thing in the calculator. All right, so I'm going to cross multiply this, write it all down. So I'm going to have 6.5 times the sine of 125, and I cross multiply that way, equals 15 times the sine of x. I need the thing with the x all by itself, so whatever that is, that's this thing here. We'll highlight it in green because I didn't use green yet. I need that by itself, so I got to divide by 15. And I got to divide by 15. So that's going to give me sine of x equals, and then whatever I get when I type this into the calculator. So let's do that first. So it's going to be alpha y equals, I'm going to put it in a fraction so I can't possibly mess up what's going on. So it's sine of 125 times 6.5 over 15. All right, sine of 6. Okay, so we're good. Now, does the multiplication order doesn't matter. So if you have 6.5 times sine of 125, it'll work perfectly fine. So I hit enter. It's going to give me a decimal. So 0.35354. So I'm going to write down 0.354, blah, blah, blah. Now, here's the thing. It's sine of x. We're not done yet. We need to find the angle. So remember, the reason I did review of sine, cosine, tangent stuff was I need to do second sine to get an answer here. So that's going to give me the sine with a little -1, and I'm going to put that decimal right in those parentheses. All right, and then that's going to give me x equals whatever the angle is supposed to be. Now, I'm not typing the decimal in there. I'm going to hit second sine, and then I'm just going to go up, grab the decimal, and hit enter. And it's going to give me 20.791. So 20.791. All right, now we're not going to worry about the three significant figures. All right, we're just going to do the hundreds place like we've been doing unless it says tenths or something. All right, so 20.79 would be our angle right there. Okay, now that's a lot of stuff going on, but if you really can kind of stay with me here, there's not a lot of complicated stuff going on. If I know the formula, which while you're doing any of the stuff in class, you can look the formula up, and then again, newsflash, the formula is on the formula sheet. You don't need to have this formula memorized. So if I have that formula on the formula sheet, all I have to be able to do is put the right things into the right place and then use the calculator. Okay, and there's a lot of IB that works like that. That's going to make it so that you don't have to have things memorized like you did in Algebra 1 and Geometry in Algebra 2. IB is more focused on can you use the tools that are there for you, and that's what we're looking to do. All right.